Hi guys, so I took a swing trade on USDCHF that took quite a while to play out. So let's break it down. Now it did play out. We're gonna start in the weekly time frame. We swept a lot of liquidity here. So 2023 low we swept, 2024 low we swept, so 2 yearly lows, and we reswept this initial low on the weekly chart here. So that is great to see. 2 yearly sweeps and the previous low reswept. And what we then did on the daily is we, after the resweep happened, we broke above and closed above the previous structural high, leaving a daily imbalance. So this was a super strong reversal area for price to retrace into and then reverse back up to make a higher high. My target was here, this little inducement first target here on the daily time frame. Also on the 4 hour, you see this is super clean. We have a first strong leg out, we have a little base, second leg out, each legs with fair value gaps, closing above all the structure here. And then I was just waiting. We did a consolidation period here, leaving equals here. So that was a nice little first target here. And once we swept the bottom of this consolidation, as I expected, we broke we shot up again and had this bullish engulfing candle, which I used as a confirmation to get into this trade. Once this candle closed or just before it closed, I got in. And that was the analysis. I was thinking that we sweep this consolidation and then we just come higher to fulfill the objective here. And price was behaving very nicely. We shot up like crazy. And so my scale-in protocol that I use, that is also data-driven, has a lot of data behind it. It tells me to get into a scale-in here because we have a first leg and a second leg all being in profit, both with each fair value gaps and inducement lows here everywhere. This was also a market closing gap here, this candle. Imagine this being a gap from the weekend. So this was a perfect area for price to retap and then shoot higher. So we had here the gap, and my scaling in protocol tells me just scaling in stop loss at the entry of the first, and then simply a 2 risk to reward. So without over refining, I would have gotten in here, but because I was confident that we're gonna shoot into the gap, I put the entry of the scale in a little lower. So I actually scaled in a little for a little more risk to reward. So this could have been 4.5 R or 9% of gain. So we tap it and we shoot up, creating a new 4 hour fair value gap. So this trade was when it looks like that, honestly, it mostly wins. So let me just put the scale in on here. We were forming this trend line here as well. So this trade screamed to be a winner, both of them basically. So we get up again. We give this trend line a third touch and we come lower, and you see how we come up versus we come down. This is a corrective pullback. This is almost guaranteeing once we sweep this inducement, we're gonna come higher. This is what the price was very, from a technical perspective, very, giving away that it's most likely gonna come higher. But as we can see, we give this trend line some more touches, fourth touch, fifth touch, and then ultimately we just absolutely tank to the downside and it stops me out. This is stopping me out basically for a loss of my original risk of 2%. So instead of gaining 9, I lost 2. It is what it is. These scale-ins, they work a little more often than they don't. So I give up a little bit of my win rate, but not too much, not as much as you would think actually. But I increase my risk to reward a lot doing this. So I did it a lot for all my previous trades that are already closed. So I backtested this scale-in approach and also with a ton of backtesting data, and it is profitable. Making these scale-ins is gonna long-term improve my results, but I did it twice live now, and twice I got stopped out. It is what it is. The big data pool shows me that in the long run it's gonna work. So I'm not crying over this, you know. I know it's gonna work long-term. Let me just adjust this real quick here. But I gotta say, from a technical perspective, this trade looked like a winner until this candle maybe. This was a very bearish, that from that candle onwards, I was like, oh my God, is that actually gonna stop me out? And then it did. And I'm 100% convinced that something fundamental changed here in the market. That's why it completely disregarded all the technical. It's basically, I think the objective was to come higher until the objective changed completely because of something fundamental here going on. This is not how price moves normally. Very, 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 very rarely I see a price action that is so screaming so hard that it's gonna come higher and then it's just randomly failing. Like, I think really that something fundamental has been shifted here, and this can also always happen during swing trades, especially in the Trump administration. So it is what it is. Recently, a lot of fundies have changed. Technicals get overpowered by fundamental changes, and it just is what it is. So I took a loss here again. I've been on a crazy losing streak. Let me just get into my backtesting data here. So this is the good side of the story. Okay, so this is if I put the date in here. So today, so this is the good side of the story. This is my day trading this year. 12 winners, couple break evens, 4 losses. And if I switch this to the swings, you see the mess, 3 winners, 9 losses. And if I go to the trade section here, I have now a crazy streak, man. This is this sorted the right way. Where's the date? Close date. Should be sorted by close date. So you see loss, win, loss, 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 win, loss, 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 and now another loss. It has been absolutely insane. My swing trading has never experienced such a streak before. Let me check the drawdown now, actually. That is a new record drawdown for me. Only in swing trading. That is the swing trade is still missing USDCHF, so it's going to be minus 5.5 R or something. That's the biggest drawdown I've ever had in swings. And guys, it's just, it is what it is. I'm gonna find adjustments. I'm gonna improve my swing strat and just move on. I know my strategy has a lot of working moving parts. Maybe I have to adjust some things a little because this losing streak is really insane, actually. But I had a lot of bad luck here as well. The AUD JPY, this scale-in, for example, this was my first scale-in. Look at how that looked, man. That looked like a winner, all like extremely bullish price action, bulls in complete control until it just absolutely starts reversing and melting hard from a random wick over here. It's outliers that are accumulating here. Maybe it's the uncertainty in the markets. Right now, I'm really careful with swing trading. I'm never gonna take, for the foreseeable future, me taking a swing trade on my funded account, bruh, no, man. Not until, I don't know, the markets are getting a little bit more predictable for me again, because you see I get slaughtered here. And I mean, it is what it is. I think I had a lot of bad luck here as well. I had so many TPs. Maybe I mismanaged. I have to analyze the data. I gave a lot of profits back. You can see CAT JPY was a winner basically as well. Look at this. This just happened to me all year long. Like AUD CHF. Let me get the AUD CHF up. Like, I was right all the time, but I didn't bank profits, so I really have to make some adjustments here. Look how close. This was overnight. This happened overnight. So I went to bed here. Overnight, it basically almost hit my TP, and then I woke up and I had to go break even. It's just everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And I have to make sure that I don't over adjust now, okay? And don't panic and think, oh my god, my whole strategy goes out of the window. Every strategy has periods, rough periods, let's say. And that's why we have to risk accordingly. And I will look into fine-tuning, maybe taking profits a little more aggressively, but I don't think I have to reinvent the wheel to get back on track here. If I get the date filter out of here, I still see that I'm overall profitable. So yeah, it's just a pullback. I'm gonna make a higher high here eventually on the swing strat. But yeah, I'm gonna be tippy-toeing myself back into swing trading, only taking the AAAA star plus, the cleanest of all what I can even imagine, and just try to work my way back out of that drawdown. And yeah, just wanted to give you a little recap of my swing misery this year. And with that, I send you off. Thank you so much for your attention. If you have any questions, shoot me in the comments. I will get back to every single one of you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.